Hey there, Oranum. What I wanted to start doing is kind of a quick rundown of all the decks I have. That way, when you're not sitting there listening to me in free chat, you can go to my YouTube channel and take a look at the different decks I have, so you know that when you do see me next, when you pick on that take the private chat button, you'll know which deck to ask for. Otherwise, I'll pick it for you. Nobody wants that. So, the first one I wanted to go over is the Waite deck. This is the classic deck that you see in any movie that might feature tarot. Very rarely does pop culture use any other deck besides this one. The reason for that, I think, is quite a few reasons, but one, it's one that everybody identifies with. So if you're not familiar with tarot and you want to get like your first reading, this is probably not a bad deck to go through. Mainly because the symbolism is, you know, well, put it this way, it's the best one to learn on for sure. Now, another reason I think is because it's very Christian based. Everything in it has very Christian themes. It's very Abrahamic faith based. You know, so here you have the Hierophant, which is basically the Pope. Then you have the Devil, which Christianity is the only religion that really believes in that. So that's, you know, this is an obvious allusion to the Abrahamic faith. You have Judgment, which is, you know, very much Revelation style. You have the High Priestess, and she's choosing between J, which is Jehovah, or B is Beelzebub. So as you can see, these are all very, very, you know, biblically based. Here you have the Lovers. This, you'll see the apple tree behind, and this is Adam and Eve, actually. And so they're having to choose whether or not to eat from the apple tree. So, yeah, here's a dude in the church, you know, so everything in here is very much based in that. So if you're not pagan and you go through the Abrahamic faiths, this might be the deck for you. It's also the deck I use for any kind of serious reading, so that's not true. It's the go-to deck for serious readings. So if I want to pull a card with a serious matter, obviously in a random we're not allowed to talk about death, but personally if I'm talking about life and death, I use this deck. So just to give you an idea of the gravity of this deck. So there you have it. It's a good default classic pop cultural tarot deck. So this is the one you would ask for if you wanted something like that. Okay, so check out the other videos with the other decks. Thanks, guys.